How you doing, everyone? My name is Cornell Campbell, and today we're going to be demonstrating the things you're supposed to check on a motorcycle before you actually go riding. It's very important that you check everything on the motorcycle to make sure everything is working properly. Okay, the main thing you want to do when you walk up to your motorcycle, you want to make sure that there's no leaking from underneath your motorcycle from your radiator or anywhere like that. You also want to check and make sure there's no loose wires hanging anywhere from the motorcycle that would protrude it while you're riding. Okay, when you walk up, and also one thing you want to check on the exterior of the motorcycle is to make sure that your tires are properly inflated and they have good tread. That means that there's no wear to where you can actually see where it's bald. Now, when you're checking the motorcycle tires, you also want to just use it just like a car. You want to use the tire gauge. Most type will do just like a car. You want to actually undo the cap and then firmly press it in there until it inflates to the amount of pressure that's inside the tire. For a motorcycle back tire, you want no more than 40 pounds of pressure, and for a front tire, you want no more than 35 pounds of pressure. Now, when you're sitting on the motorcycle, every motorcycle is a little different, so they each turn on differently.
At this time, I'm really just checking to make sure that my motorcycle turns on properly and that all the gauges work the way they're supposed to and move. Right here, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm making sure that everything on the gauges are working properly. What I'm pointing at here is the oil pressure light. It should come on momentarily.
Now, most motorcycles, primarily most street bikes, as soon as you turn on the motorcycle, the front headlights comes on automatically. But the thing I want to check is make sure my high beams work as well.
Right here is just a view from the controls of how to turn on the brights.
Now, this is a 2008 Hayabusa. It is Suzuki's top-of-the-line motorcycle. This bike is equipped with different things that most bikes are not equipped with. Most bikes all have the same thing when you're checking. Will be your turn signals. This will be your right turn, your left turn signal, and this will be your right turn signal. You're checking functionality between the lights from the front and rear, and the switch that controls them. But this bike is a little bit more advanced, so it actually has hazard lights. Okay, now also that goes with checking out the motorcycle before a ride. You want to make sure all your equipment is working properly. Now I want to make sure that my riding jeans don't have any rips or tears in them to make sure that they will give me maximum protection. Next, I want to make sure that my gloves are doing the exact same thing, that they're not worn or have any holes in the fingertips that would impede me from grabbing the throttle. I also want to check and make sure that my reflective vest is not dirty or discoloration of any kind so that other riders and other people can see me while I'm riding. And last but not least, I want to make sure that my helmet is clean, that my visor is clean across the front windshield and that I can actually see through and that there's nothing on the inside. I also want to make sure that the earpieces on the inside, they don't have anything ripping out of them or any tears or any marks that are going to hurt me while I'm riding. Now, everything's already been checked on your motorcycle. Everything is working properly. There's nothing protruding from the motorcycle, and all your gauges are working. So now the only thing left to do is actually take a ride. Your gear is working fine and everything fits properly. Just remember, when you're riding on a motorcycle, people are less likely to see you than you think. So be careful when you're out there and enjoy the ride.